Meltan and Melmetal are the only Pokemon that you get through Pokemon Go exclusively. So if you don't already have Pokemon Go installed on your smartphone, you may want to go ahead and get ready for that, and it's quite a bit of a grind, so get ready. Really quickly, in Pokemon Let's Go, we're going to head over to Fuchsia City and get into the Go Park. That way we can kind of sit there while we do everything we need to in Pokemon Go. To get things started in Pokemon Go, you're going to need to have at least one Gen 1 Pokemon that you're willing to transfer over to your Switch. In this case, I'm using an Alolan Marowak, but if you haven't played the game in a while or have never played the game, you may have to go out and catch something. At this point, if you haven't already, you need to sync your Switch to your Pokemon Go. And all you have to do for that is go into Pokemon Go, and then under your settings, scroll all the way down to Nintendo Switch, and then you have to pair it. I think that gives you instructions on the actual device itself on how to do this, so I'm not going to go into the specifics there. While you're waiting to transfer your Pokemon on Pokemon Go, over on Let's Go, we're going to be looking for our actual Pokemon Go account, and I'm pretty sure this uses the Bluetooth on your phone to connect to your Switch, and then it's going to find your account right here, I think, and then we're going to tell it that we want to receive the Pokemon. After this, you're going to get a little phone graphic, and it's going to show you that, you know, the transfer is being completed, and boom bam, we can send it to a Go Park. Now, moving back to our phone, we're going to notice that we've got a little bit of bonus XP, and it lets us know that the mysterious box is now able to be used. So we're going to go into our items and use this mysterious box, so that way we can start encountering Meltan. Now that the box is active, you're going to notice in the top right, it pops up and says that we've got 30 minutes of time activated on our mystery box. That means that in this time limit, Meltans are going to be spawning around our character. And as you can see, I'm getting rid of these Zigzagoon around my house. As you see, a Meltan appears below our feet, so we click on it, and he's super close to the screen in Pokemon Go. If you're not familiar with Pokemon Go, you actually have to throw the ball, kind of like in Let's Go. So you just have to, if you're not into the game, you're going to need to stock up on a lot of Pokeballs and everything to get ready for this. So it's going to be quite the task. But if you've already played Pokemon Go, just go through the 30 minutes and catch as many Meltan as you can. After catching some Meltan, we can actually just use the same steps we just did to get our Alolan Marowak into the game and send a Meltan over, so that way we can have just a regular old Meltan. Go into the Go Park that you transferred it into, and you'll have to walk around a little bit, but eventually you'll find him on the ground. From here, it's like any other Pokemon encounter, so just catch the Meltan. Also, you're going to have to use your own Pokeballs here, so if you don't have any, go ahead and grab some. And if it flees, it's not going to be a big deal. It can run away from you. It's just going to pop back up into your Go Park anyway, so don't worry about that so much. That's why I just spammed Pokeballs the whole time, because I didn't want to waste any Ultra Balls, really. Also, just a quick heads up, you actually don't need Meltan and Melmetal in your Pokedex to get the Shiny Charm or to complete your Pokedex. They're excluded from that, as well as Mew, since he was more of like a pay for the Pokeball Plus kind of Pokemon, so don't worry about that as much. Moving back over to Pokemon Go, we catch our last Meltan here. And by the way, with these mystery boxes, you're only going to be able to use them once a week, which is another super painful aspect to this whole journey. So it's gonna, I think for me, with using Pinap berries in the game, which gives you double candy for catching a Pokemon, I think it took me about 3 or 4 mystery boxes just to get my Meltan candies all the way up to be able to evolve into a Melmetal. So it's going to be a long journey, okay? Once we're finally done and we transfer off this last small little Meltan for the extra candy, we can open up our Pokemon, and I have, I think it was the second or third mystery box that I got. I got a really high CP Meltan, so I wanted to see what the CP would be after I evolved it. So we're going to spend the 400 candies to evolve this into a Melmetal. And boom bam. Now that we've got the Melmetal entered into our Pokedex on Pokemon Go, if you care about that sort of thing, we're going to go back into our Pokemon screen and get it ready to transfer over to our Nintendo Switch. Now, after transferring the Melmetal over to our Pokemon game, we're going to head back into the park and go and find him. And as you can see, he is absolutely huge. So now we're going to talk to him and push him around, and we're going to catch him. By the way, just in case you didn't already know, you can't just transfer a Meltan into your game and evolve it, because the only way you can evolve it is in Pokemon Go at the moment. So, yeah. Don't be like me and try to level up your regular Meltan a whole bunch, because it doesn't work that way. Now, if you followed everything and you took the time to actually download Pokemon Go, if you didn't already, you should finally have your Meltan and Melmetal. So here's a little bit of footage of me walking around with Meltan and then using him in a battle, just so you can see some of the cool animations. And then we're going to show off a little bit of Melmetal, who is humongous in the game. He's probably the biggest Pokemon in the game as far as I can tell. Like, Rhydon is huge, but he is like ginormous. Not even a word. So I hope this guide was at least a little bit more informative, or it helped you out in some way. If you guys want to see any of my other Pokemon Let's Go videos, I have a whole bunch up on my channel right now, and I'm adding to it every week so far. So check out that if you really want to. Also, don't forget to subscribe, because like I said, there's going to be more in the future. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.